fuck you up. One of the two's gonna happen. I swear to God. Ooh. Oh, you figured it out now.
Welcome to Posted Podcast. It's like bullshit. What it is, world. It's your main man, Marvelous Marcus Godly here with the homie, man. My illustrious, esteemed colleague, man. King Khufu, man. He's on I forgot what the fuck. Anyway, it's a fancy way of saying he's on shrooms and shit right now. So if he trip out during this show,
you know why.
You know why. If he just starts just doing some weird shit, whatever, just go ahead, just get a homie his allowance, man. He got the shrooms in him, man.
And FYI, if you hear some arguing in the background, there's nobody in the household. It's niggas outside. Niggas.
Yeah, she on that curd out on whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like always, right?
Super niggas.
Super niggas, man. But anyway, man, like I said, I hope this reaches y'all in good spirits, man. Rest in peace, everybody that made it through the week. Shout out Big Man upstairs. And without further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it, man. First thing we need to talk about. Are they kicking in?
Huh?
I said they kicking in.
Oh, they've been in. He's getting in. He's been in.
First thing we need to talk about is fans only, man. Yeah, fans only.
They fucking up the money. Big niggas get taken to pay loss, man.
They fucking up the money, man. Like, do you understand?
In other words, all you broke bitches better get a job.
Ow.
It's true.
Yeah. This is the truth. It's definitely the truth, man. So basically, as for those that don't know that I ain't on social media like that, OnlyFans is banning pornography on October 1st. Now, the fine print is not all pornography. I guess it's the video kind, so this is going to be like Playboy back in the day. You can still, you know what I'm saying, you can still put your naked pictures. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you going to do with it?
You can't do, I mean, you might as well just, it's with the regular porn.
What the fuck is this, the 70s?
That's what it's going back to. That's exactly what it's going back to. Hip Hop magazine, like,
Yeah, this is the fucking 70s, bro. They gotta have the motherfucking joint. They gonna have like the little bush and shit.
Yeah, you know, what the fuck? Get them. Yeah, that's the 70s like shit.
They gonna have the little bush.
Full muff.
Yeah, full muff. They call it muff.
It's got the muff.
Yeah, so man,
get the fuck out of here, man. You know how many people are gonna be broke because the OnlyFans is gone? Like, I know a couple people now that's on OnlyFans. They doing whatever they do to pay their rent on their jank. So, I mean, that goes. You can't, or if you can't strip, right? If you're a stripper and you can't strip if the pandemic hits and everybody shuts down, you're fucked because you can't get on OnlyFans because you can't make the money off there because they shut shit down. So, I mean, it's like, what can you really do?
Right.
If your whole career, if it was based on OnlyFans, if the way you got money to survive is based on OnlyFans and they shut down OnlyFans, not only that, OnlyFans is just probably going to go out of business eventually, like a MySpace or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna go out of business, but
like, what you change the business model for? Like,
because it was a switcheroo. It was the baby switch. It was chess, not checkers.
Well, they're about to lose the game. So I was making them money. Like,
no, but if they made enough because of the business, look at it like this. They basically hit them with a swindle. Because look at it. They promoted the shit. They had the fuck out the joint. They're like, yeah, we'll pay you for doing this. We'll pay you for doing that. And then...
But other niggas is paying to do this shit, though.
Yeah. But they got celebrities and shit dropping that shit in songs and all that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So let me explain the switch, the debate switch. Let me explain the chess move, right? Did you hear about OnlyFans before last year? Okay. So within a year, they became a household name, right?
Yeah. Really?
So what did they do? Free publicity.
Yeah.
They built their user base up.
Yeah.
And they made hundreds of millions of dollars probably.
Yeah.
Because imagine if they're paying that shit out. Imagine what they're making.
Billions. Off a website.
Do you know what October 1st is?
End of that website.
Start of the fiscal year.
That's true. That's right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like,
They planned that.
they planned it out. Exactly. That's exactly what the fuck I'm getting at. They planned it. They played the fuck out of y'all, man. Yeah, OnlyFans played the fuck out of y'all. Sorry. Yes, sis.
Some of y'all got paid, but overall,
Yeah.
they played the fuck out of you people.
They played the fuck out of everybody. You know, that's. I mean, the game is a game. Business is cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? It's cold. It's a cold-hearted game, man. I know a lot of y'all queens out there, man. Y'all feeling a bit used right now. You know what I'm saying? Cause now you gotta go back to the strip club. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back to the blade and shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, what's really gonna hurt if Cash App does the same kind of. They try to put the same kind of rules. Just
but Cash App got rules, and you can only send so much a day or receive so much a day.
But if they know what you're doing it for, you know what I'm saying?
So when they want like verification before you send the money, like how would you even verify that though?
I don't know. They they probably do some shit. But you know what I'm saying? If OnlyFans can do it, change a little tweak and everything, I'm pretty sure everybody else can do the same thing.
But see, it's a different type of platform though.
It is. You're right. But you know, everybody can find some loophole where you can only send money to certain people.
No, so you can only send this money to this person X amount of times or something like that.
Right, per month or per day or some shit.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna receive certain amounts per day, certain amount of transactions per day. Then that'll fuck your money up. If you're gonna receive 5 transactions per day, like receive, not spend money, but you can only take in money 5 times a day, it's gonna fuck your money up. It's gonna fuck your money up.
True. And then you got to do like the small transaction because I think it's a cap on it every day.
Yeah, so 10,000.
Yeah, because after 10,000, you got to fill out the paperwork and all that.
Yeah, so who wants to go through all that shit? All they gotta do is say 5 transactions a day. All they do, send me cash out there, send me cash out there. Well, you only got 5 times to do that shit. Hey, you better hope whoever sends you the money's a hell of a lump sum. You gonna do it 5 times every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but they're shutting it down, man. They used y'all, man, and it's to the point where it's just like
they don't need you no more.
They don't need you. Thank you for showing your ass and titties. Thank you for riding these dildos.
Basically, you just made them famous by showing your ass.
Yeah,
now they can market that to other businesses and other people
right.
who are actually fans or actually want to get to know the artists themselves and get written off. Get written off.
They paid y'all for that, but guess what? The videos are still on the internet.
Yeah.
So some hacker is they'll probably try to hack into the database right fucking now.
Yeah.
2.
They've already done that actually. They've already hacked OnlyFans too. Just to let y'all know out there, they've already hacked our OnlyFans once.
They did?
Oh yeah. They got programs where you can get free username, passwords for OnlyFans accounts and everything. I don't know if they changed it now, but that's what it used to be. Like they've already hacked that shit. So if you got accounts on there and you say, all right, well, I don't want to OnlyFans no more, and then your videos they're out there, and then you're fucked.
Yeah. So like when you change your life around, get you like the God sis, your cheeks are still going to be getting clapped on the internet, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, your cheeks are still going to be getting clapped on the internet, sis. Yeah. They look good. Don't get it twisted. The cheeks.
That would look good.
The cheeks and the breasts.
But if you're a husband, you're a boyfriend,
future husband or future boyfriend.
Look at that video, like all that.
I seen this joint on Facebook. I seen this joint on Facebook. I don't know how true it is, right? This kid was like depressed because somebody found the kids in the school found his mom's OnlyFans, and they got pictures of his mom's naked from her Twitter account promoting the OnlyFans. So
that's
now,
tough.
Yeah, but that's the type of shit that's going on out here, though.
That's tough. Like, how as a kid, how do you? I seen your mama naked. What you gonna say?
Yeah, like what comeback can you come from that?
You can't. Usually back in the, back in the 90s when people say, I seen your mama did something with your mom. So come back on.
Like fuck out of here. Yeah, I did the same shit with your mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I actually seen your mama naked.
Yeah.
I got the proof.
Yeah. But dog, you can imagine you pop up to school and motherfuckers just got pictures of your mom's just ass naked.
Or passing around in class and what can you do? What can you really do as a kid?
What can you do? That's what I'm saying, but he got to deal with it. So the kid is fucking, I don't know, on Facebook they be having like all them fake memes and shit and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't know how true it is, But the letter, it's just like, yes, I'm depressed because kids at school found my mom's OnlyFans and all that shit. And they teasing the fuck out of me and all of that. But the mother don't care. But that's how she's paying her bills, right?
Man, switch that kid to another school or something, man.
But like, what if that's the only work she can get? I refuse to believe that. But,
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care if people lying with that. That's not. If OnlyFans is your only outlet to make money, you're not applying yourself.
No, but I mean, because you gotta think about it. Half of these chicks was probably COVID fucked them up. Half of these chicks was probably waitresses, motherfucking bartenders and shit.
No excuse, because the government's giving you money. Now on top of that, you just sitting home for a year. So you had a whole year of free money and a whole year of sitting on your ass to reinvent yourself into another profession that'll pay your ass money. If you didn't do it within that year and a half that we've been locked down, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I understand shit happens, we got bills to pay, but at the same time, if you got a whole year of getting, what, $2,000 of free money?
Yeah.
I mean,
some people unemployment checks is like $8. Some people backstoppers get that G every week.
And on top of that, you can't get kicked out of your apartment. You can't get kicked out. So you're still wherever you're at is where you're at for a year and a half. You're not moving.
Yeah.
You had a year to invent yourself. You had free money, and you didn't do it. That's your problem.
Yeah.
I got no sympathy for you. If you can't survive after that, well, too bad. It's too bad.
But so I hope y'all was saving our OnlyFans money.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you about to have to go back to work, sis.
Yeah, 995.
You about to have to hit the blade.
Unless you got a hell of an entrepreneurial business. Hit the blade.
You about to hit the blade, sis. Yeah. You're gonna start flatbacking again. Yeah. I know you thought you found a way out, but like all things that seem too good to be true. Usually is. Cause that shit came out of nowhere. That's like that Clubhouse shit. Like that shit came out, shit heavily promoted, making people all that type of money, then they switch and do whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like that shit is basically like a new age chat now, more or less.
That's what it is. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I remember the ex she was into that shit. It's just a fucking chat line. I mean, all you people get on and just talk your shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's supposed to be for networking purposes and all that.
Now, I will say it does help with networking, right? Like if you get on there, they allow you to talk or whatever, right? You get to promote your business or whatever, like that. That's cool. I understand that's great, but overall, it's a chat line.
Yeah, but the way they make it seem like it's just some new cut edge technology and all that type of shit.
It's really not. I mean, because you remember back in the 90s, I don't know if you.
I used to be on the chat line back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like the different rooms and shit like that.
But it was some of them was on the phone, and some of them was on the internet.
Yeah, but the joint I was on the phone, so like you used to get catfish like shit on that joint. Like you know you talk to a bro. Yeah, I'm 5'3", I have brown skin, I got hazel eyes.
Why would people do that? You just describing yourself.
I'm talking about a whole fucking starting linebacker showed up, bro. Like,
man,
I'm talking about like that's the way you
see. That's how I can't dig it, man. Fuck that. That's basically a blind date.
Yeah, no
that's a blind fucking date. I'm not with that.
But that's how it used to go down. So that's what that Clubhouse shit is, like all this new age technology and shit like that. So it seemed like it was too good to be true. Some certain celebrities, I don't know what letter alphabet you put in front of the celebrity, but like Safari was on there.
Oh,
he was on that fucking somebody allegedly.
Dude,
A couple other people, people
just
was on
talking.
There. No, it's fucking fucking business, like doing all that type of shit.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with this fucking world, man. There's no moral values anymore.
That's how you know this civilization is about to fall.
Yeah.
Because anytime if you study history, anytime there's a decay in fucking morality, motherfucking ethics and all of that type of shit, that shit falls soon after. It's like when they celebrate debauchery and shit like that.
Yeah, so that's what we're close to it.
Every fucking time, history repeats itself, right?
It does. Yeah.
So
it really does.
But so like that's the stage we are now. That shit been celebrated. That shit been on songs and all of that. That shit was a business move. I don't know that sounds like some insider trading type shit.
What?
The OnlyFans shit.
Oh, probably is. I mean, this floor is fucking moving.
That's the mushrooms?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so the homie, you know what I'm saying, the shrooms are kicking in right now, man. You know, make sure you have to excuse the homie. He's over there in his
World.
yeah, his exploration right now, man. But yeah, but the OnlyFans shit, man, it just goes to show you that people will sell themselves out. Like, you know what I mean? They will fucking do anything for a dollar.
Strange for some change, man.
Do something strange for some change. Do strangers for some change, man.
Hey, put it on OnlyFans, man. Hey, that life is over.
It is.
You don't have to go back to the 90s way to some strange change now.
So you gotta go back to the strip club, sis. You gotta get back on the pole. And no, I'm not gloating. No, I'm not one of the niggas.
Block.
Yeah, cause like on fucking
Move.
on social media, some motherfuckers are celebrating that shit. They're like, aha, you gotta get a real job now and all that
Hey,
shit.
it's true. It's true. You can't just sit on your ass on the fucking computer and get money no more, but shaking your ass and doing all types of weird shit on the computer, man. Like, fucking people, fucking dogs or horses on OnlyFans or something. Like, what the fuck y'all doing?
You know what makes the most money on there?
What?
Because I've been seeing this shit.
Don't say bestiality.
Nah, feet pics.
Come again?
Feet, like dog pics, bro. Your feet, like this.
Oh man, that must be the
niggas is caking motherfuckers is caking making money off of feet pics off of on fucking OnlyFans.
So I can send pictures of my fucking feet and people will pay. How sick is this fucking world, man? Like,
I mean, that's what they
kind
into.
of fetishes? I mean, I've heard feet fetish before, but I mean, you can see feet any fucking where. Man, go to a beach if you want to. You can see feet everywhere.
That's what they. That's what the top selling shit on there is fucking feet pics, bro.
Huh?
One, if not the top, one of the top. You know what I'm saying?
That's G-rated.
True. So them motherfuckers is good, but like the bitches, excuse me, the women of leisure.
Yeah.
that were you know what I'm saying, engaging in indiscretions, man.
Medieval times.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I gotta use my Shakespearean dialect and shit. You know what I'm saying? They were indulging in indiscretions. You know what I'm saying?
Indulging in discretion.
Yeah, it was indulging in that shit, man. So.
Well, that concludes you to the next segment right there. What's his name?
Yeah, your man. Yeah, we gotta talk about it, man. For those that don't know, man, brother Polight. Yes, brother Polight, the brother that was out there spreading all that knowledge and all that stuff a couple years back, man. He has been accused of something that's allegedly now. Yes, this is alleged. If this is true, then that's a wrap for old boy. But he's been accused of having relations with his 14-year-old stepdaughter, or one of his wives, I believe, or his girlfriends. I don't know how this shit set up here in our college shit. But it was either his girlfriend or his wife, one of them.
Yeah.
But it was his stepdaughter.
So.
Okay, so let me run down the facts of what I heard, right? Again, I don't know how true this is. So allegedly, he was going to take her to a club or something. The club was closed or something happened. They ended up back at the hotel, and then shit goes left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I say shit goes left like he's on some other shit, right? So now he's been accused of doing other shit, which is sexual, like, you know what I'm saying, to this 14-year-old child, right? So.
Now, see, that part doesn't add up. How's a 14-year-old going to get into a club? Without your father, you can't get in.
I don't know. I don't know how that was even going to work, right? But this is the story, right? He allegedly did something with his 14-year-old stepdaughter now. And now down in Miami or something like that. Now they charged him. There was enough evidence for him to be charged. So they probably did the whole kit shit and all of that. And it's his DNA.
What?
Because how could they charge? You had known for like crimes of rape and all of that stuff. They
Right.
had to do the little
swab,
rape kit.
yeah.
They do the swab. That's how they get your DNA and all of that.
So So they found his DNA in her?
I don't know where. I mean, if he's getting charged with rape, I haven't looked at the paperwork, so again, don't quote me on all this, but I know how shit goes, right? They do the kit and all of that,
Right.
and they can, do the DNA matches and all of that type of shit. Okay. So this is what he's been accused of. Now I know this is your man, because you know what I'm saying. I remember you used to watch his videos and all that back in the day, right? So how is you feeling about this?
So for me, I'm gonna wait till all the facts come out. For one, I don't believe it. So let's just state that. Two, I mean, I've heard of stepdaughters accusing their fathers of rape only because they didn't like their stepfather, just to get them out the way.
Right.
They can really say anything just to get you out the way. And three, if it was rape, he'd still be in jail.
Mm.
Like, you're not getting bond for that. And if they had you dead to rights, they know the 14-year-old girl did. So if they had you dead to rights with your DNA, you're not getting out. That's a wrap for you. You're not bonding out. You can't put up X amount of dollars to get yourself out. That's it. You know what I mean? So the fact that he's out on bond.
But he might just have that laying around with him.
What?
The money. Because
there's no amount of money that can get you out of a rape case once you've been found.
No, but I'm saying, but the fact that he's out on bond, this means he had the money to pay. He had the money to price set bond in this case, and he had the money to get out.
Right. So that means the charge that's in question is now in question, because if it was rape, you're not getting out. Even if it's forcible sodomy, you're not getting out. Deviation of a minor, you're not getting out.
Yeah.
So the fact that you got out, now in my head is like, well, what kind of charge could this person have said that you can still bond out the next fucking day?
Right.
So in my mind, for me, it's just like, okay, this little girl must hate this guy for whatever reason, just to say that to get him locked up. It could have been a myriad of reasons. Probably the whole club, he probably got an argument with her at the club. You never know. Took about the, you know what, we're going home.
Yeah.
End of the night. She didn't like it. You know what? We're in the same hotel room. I'm assuming they're probably in both same hotel room.
Yeah.
They're probably arguing. She's probably trying to get him dressed, go back out. She probably, nah, you're not going anywhere. Ripped her shit off or something. Oh, you trying to rape me type shit. Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. So I'm gonna wait for the facts to come out. Then I'm gonna say something, because being raped and then sent or having a rape charge against you and then you getting out the next day is very unlikely. Very highly unlikely. Because they want your black ass behind jail.
It depends on what they said the bond at, though.
It don't matter what they said the bond at, you're not getting out. Because they got your daughter there. All they do is swab her shit. You're locked up. Because they got the burden, they got the proof right there. You're not getting out. They won't bond you out. Period. They're not gonna bond you out, and they got you dead to rights. Right. So you can go rape somebody again? Nah, that's kind of stupid. Right. So once they have the girl, if they took the DNA test and found, or you did rape this woman, that's it. That's it. And I haven't seen any evidence of that. And on top of that, there were no marks on his face, or they didn't say he was in a fight, tussle, anything. Because if that was the case, the little girl should still be in a fucking hospital, or coming out the hospital. You should hear something about her being hospitalized because of rape, and there was nothing like that. So I'm gonna wait till everything come out, because the minute they see a black guy on the TV with a mugshot, he did it. That's the way society's made us feel about black people. So that's why I'm gonna just wait and see what's happening, because they've already paid this man as a guilty man just by putting that mugshot up there about him going to jail. So, and then the media, of course, you gotta worry about the wording they put inside the articles. This man raped the girl, blah 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 blah. Okay, well, that's what you're purporting, but you don't even know all the evidence yourself. You're a newspaper. You have to wait, just like we have to wait for the shit to come out. So, like I said, I'm gonna wait, man.
I don't know, man, but some say he's a scam artist too, though. Like, what do you say to the criticism of that? Because I ain't gonna say you're a follower, but you follow what he did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people, right? They're saying that he's a scam artist here because he basically used the quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, conscious community Hotep name.
Okay, right. I heard about it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To basically live like a rapper, basically, more or less, right?
I can understand that.
Okay, but that's what a lot of people are saying, and then they're saying like he's basically it's like a scam artist, like a snake oil salesman. What do you say to that criticism? Because like anytime I see both sides, because like me, I'm more diplomatic with it. I see both sides because, okay, I see why people say that, but then on the other hand, I see what he does as well, because he is helping people at the same time. But then, so it's always some shit with some money going, it's always some money shit going on. Like, it's always some funny shit going on. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's just like, a lot of people, they're looking at it like, he's just one of them type of people that you can't really, you don't know. You just don't know. He's like one of them type of cats you can't really just put your finger on. It's just like, it's just something, like whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what it is, because a lot of times it is hate, because he has, what, three, four wives or girlfriends or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they all, you know what I'm saying, he's public with it, so that draws hate for one, because some dudes can't even get one girl, right?
That's true. That's true.
So some dudes can't even get one girl. Two, he's making a way for himself that doesn't rely on the system, right?
That's true.
Because he's basically building from ground up. He's basically getting it out the mud, more or less. That's how he got to where he was. So before that, allegedly, he was a leader of the Crips in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was a Crip leader in New York. Some are saying he was basically just a hustler, more or less, because he was basically switched lanes. He says, like he was a Crip leader or whatever, right? So then he just saw, okay, well, he probably got knowledge of himself somewhere down the line, and I don't know if he was really inspired or he just had the same mindset. You see what I'm saying?
I can understand that. Okay, I'll say this then.
Right.
So you're dealing with entrepreneurship versus a corporation, right? With a corporation, you can, let's say you buy a product from a corporation, you can always go back to that corporation and have basically a smooth return for whatever it is, or whatever product you bought, right?
Right.
As an entrepreneur, not the same. You have to go directly to the entrepreneur to get your money back.
Right.
But here's another thing, right? So most of the times when he's selling something, when he's doing something, he's giving information, right? He's not doing the work for you. You're doing the work for yourself.
Right.
And all you're doing is paying him to teach you the information that he knows. So I'm not going to insult the IQ of everybody, but a lot of people don't understand, okay, words, I'll say that. So they don't understand the definition of words. So if you don't understand the definition of words.
You mean like how it's put together? Or?
Exactly. So if Walmart decided to say, okay, is a return policy, right? But in the fine print, if you don't read those words, you can only return it within 24 hours. You know what I mean? So some people, I'm not saying he does, but he might have that somewhere in his clause or something where you have an X amount of time to ask for your money back. If you don't ask for your money back, well, it's my money.
Yeah, I was saying like a 90-day
window or something. He might have that. It's a clause. I mean, I'm selling you a service. If you don't come or you miss my service and you ask for your money back, well, okay, fine. Well, you have a 30 or 5 day, 7 day money back guarantee if you don't miss my service. Now, if you don't get your money back within that time frame, then it's my money.
Right.
I gave you the opportunity to get it back. If you don't claim it, well, it's my money.
Right.
So you can, if people want to say, okay, well, because I did get my money back and he's scamming people, well, then that's your opinion. But if he has that type of clause or something like that in his thing when you sign up for his classes, well, then you can't really say shit. I mean, you paid for what you got, and if you didn't get it, that's your fault. You can't blame him because all he do is give you the information. It's up to you to act on it. It's the same thing with if you go to school. You paying for they're not doing the work for you. You're paying for the information. It's up to you to act on it. You got to do the homework. You got to take the test. They're not taking the test for you. This is what you're paying for. So if you don't come to class and you miss a test, what, you gonna blame the teacher? You can't blame the teacher. You missed the test. That's your fault. So if you look at it like that, I mean, and with all the hating, it's like, isn't it? I mean, like I said, this whole society's been Europeanized. Like the stuff he's doing it's not just finding women and just marrying them and fucking them and having kids and all that. It's deeper than that. It's more of a one hand washes the other type thing. You know what I mean? So people just see him with all these different wives and just think, oh, he's living his life, he's having a good time, blah, blah, blah. You know, you have to put work behind each of these females. This is like if I have a house here, each of these females are gonna have a house on their own. And you gotta be the man of each of these households. and prescribe each of these kids. You know what I mean? Because whatever these women are teaching these kids are going to go give it to everybody else.
Right.
So if you want to, if you know that, well, teach them. This wife teaches them math. So when they go out, they can be an engineer, doctor, whatever, right? This person teaches them the history, so they can go out and be some kind of historian, archaeologist. I mean, it's different ways you're supposed to do polygamy. You know what I mean? It's not just find a female and just fucking them because you like them. You know what I mean? You're setting yourself up for failure immediately.
Right.
You know what I mean? And plus, it's not you bringing the females in; it's the women bringing the females in. That's another people that I think people don't understand. They think Polight is going out there courting all these different females and bringing them into the harem, like, oh, you're my wife too, blah blah blah. Nah, it's his first wife that's going out there and courting these females to bring them in. That's what people don't understand. It's not Polight doing the shit. It's the wife. Because the wife has to agree to everything. If the wife doesn't agree with whoever you're bringing in, it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? It's just another broad that's out there. Right. So Polight's not the one. He's not the one making his harem. It's the wife that's making his harem. It's up to. So for instance, if the wife sees a female that has attributes that'll be a good addition to the family, she'll go talk to that female. Then she'll talk to Polight. Well, she'll say to him, well, I think this female's a good addition, blah, blah, what do you think? Right. It's up to him to agree to that. But she's the one bringing her in, not him. He's the yes or no guy. Right. She's the one that says, this is what we're going to do with this person. Mm-hmm. So it's just, like I said, Europeanized. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, of course you're going to seem mad about it, or because you don't understand it. You just don't fucking understand. You're just looking from the outside in, versus understanding what's going on the inside before you start talking about what's happening on the outside. Mm-hmm.
Man, again, I hope the allegations aren't true. I hope, because that's just something he's not gonna be able to shake that. Like all the other stuff we was just talking about and everything, he's been shaking that for years. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's been saying that he's a hustler, he's this, he's that, and all this. That's all he is basically he just switched hustles and all that type of shit. So, again, I hope those accusations aren't true, because that's a rap for old boy.
You ain't shaking a rape charge.
You not shaking that. And then on top of that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to go on PC as soon as you go in there.
Immediately. Like, you're not living down in jail. Once they find out you raped a minor,
as soon as they pull this paperwork, like they're going to.
You're a chomo.
Yeah.
You're a chomo. They're gonna kill you in that jail. They're gonna kill you in there if you're a chomo. So, it's not a good. It's not a good life for a chomo in fucking prison.
That's what I'm saying. And then they probably try to throw out some other shit on there. They probably say some other victims will come out of nowhere.
That'd be.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the way them type of cases go, though. Like, one person comes out, the next thing you know, 2-3 weeks later, another person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But it might not be underage. There might be like regular age.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how they move, though. Because if you notice, that's how they get people that are real problems. They always throw either rape, fucking taxes on them, or something. Yeah, and Mike Tyson. We'll see.
Yeah, and Tyson. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like, it's just
Snipes.
taxes, because
taxes.
that was because he started that security firm, though.
I thought it was started that his new company.
Yeah, it was a black.
Yeah.
It was like a black security firm or something like that.
Oh.
So he's probably gonna start going after them government contracts and all that type of shit.
New Secret Service.
So he goes over the government contracts. That means there's gonna be more black people in HR. Then if there's more black people in HR, that means there's more black people working.
Yeah.
And more black people working means more black wealth, and then more black wealth means more moving out to the suburbs.
Yeah.
And all of that shit.
See, demographics change again.
Yeah.
New gentrification. Niggas can afford your shit now. So
yeah.
Either you move farther out into the boonies and shit, or you accept what's happening, man.
So I don't know, man. This is crazy. This is like, at the end of the day,
I don't think it's true.
Yeah. I hope it's not true. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it is, like I said, that's a wrap for you, man. Like, that's the end of the. So boys and men start singing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Your life is over.
Like, that's the end of the road, my guy. So if you that drunk on power and whatever drugs you on, if this is true, You will hear a wrath. We're not unleashing the wrath yet. You know what I'm saying? But for right now,
behind you, bro.
but
Help you.
but like, you know what I'm saying? Because technically we could go all the way in, but we're not. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna wait till all the facts come out before we go all the way in on that. You know what I mean? But again, like we say, we hope it's not true because regardless of what the negative things people had to say about him, he has helped people. Like, you know what I mean?
Let me speak on that.
Okay, go ahead.
So the thing with helping people in the scamming thing, right? The way I look at it is, you have a lot of stuff that he's done to help our community. Just even the information he does on the videos, it's helped our community a whole lot, right? So I mean, in order for these people to keep teaching and whatever, they gotta eat. You know what I mean? You gotta feed the people that you want to teach you the knowledge. Otherwise, if they don't eat, they can't teach.
Right.
That's just the way it is. If I can't take care of myself, how am I going to teach you anything if I'm barely getting by? So if you look at it like that, I mean, these quote unquote teachers, we kind of got to take care of them in a way because they do hold the knowledge and they're kind of putting the conscious community in a direction that's more research based versus, feeling based. You know what I mean? That's another thing. So, I mean, I don't really see him with the scam artists at all. I just think people just don't understand what the fuck they're getting into.
So what do you think? If everybody just gets into it for like fast money and stuff like that?
Yes, that's exactly what they get into. Fast money. And when they don't get that fast money, they get mad. Like, stop trying to get rich quick.
Just like all those people that joined all the susus last year. I mean, I joined the susus last year. I ain't gonna fake. You know what I mean?
So, my ex, fucking idiot. She is. I told her about that stupid shit. It's not a pyramid scheme. No. Right? Like, dude, if you fuck up with somebody's money, you're gonna get in trouble for this shit. Not these people, you, because you brought them onto it. So they're all looking at you like you're the dumbass. Like, what the fuck did you do to my money? Like, what happened? Long story short, the whole shit broke down, right? Like, dude, I told you. It was like, dude, what? How many times do people gotta tell you the fire's hot before you realize the fire's freaking hot? You wanna put your hand in the shit and see if you can touch the damn shit before then when you get burned, like, should've listened. Yeah, I know you should've listened. It's a pyramid scheme. It's literally telling you it's a pyramid scheme. Literally telling you that. And you people aren't really making fucking money. You fucking morons. You're not fucking making money. You're just passing the shit around to each other. Goddamn idiots. Learn math. Fucking morons. Oh, I get $200 on my turn. Yeah, but you fucking moron. You gotta pass that shit back on to the next person. Fucking idiot. You're all just sharing $200 in one pot. That's it. You get it this time, but you gotta put with the money. You get it this time, but you gotta still. Who's really gaining any money? Really? Who's really?
I mean, technically, if you put in $200. Say you do everybody, you 4 people put in $200. The first person gets $800. And you're supposed to put money back in it to keep it going. The problem with those is.
Problem?
The problem with it is because it say like people don't put back into the susus. That's why they don't work.
And that's another thing.
Because after a while, that shit just taps out. Like you know what I'm saying.
Oh, just save your fucking money. You goddamn idiots. Every $20 you put in, pass it around until it's your turn. That's the money you could have saved in your own fucking bank account. Every $20 this time, $20 here, $20 here. That's $100 you could have saved up just for if there's 8 people around here, right? You gotta keep putting $20 until it's your turn. You fucking idiot. That's $160 in your pocket. You just gave it to somebody else. You goddamn idiots, man. Like you could have saved that, did something else with the money at that very moment because you would have had $160 on your term, and it's your money that you don't have to give back out to some other fucking idiot. And so I understand this. And if somebody doesn't pay in, your circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But where does the money go? Like,
I mean, somebody got to be the bank. Somebody got to pay it up.
who gets the money when the bank closes?
The bank. Cause like, look at it. Cause the joint I was in or whatever, right? Like, most of the time when you got paid out, people would tip the bank. You see what I'm saying? And so whoever the final payout would probably be the bank. Like, you know what I mean? So say like you got $500-$600, so like somebody tipped the bank $50 or $100 or some shit like that. And they say they only put in $50, but they got like 600 or something like that. You know what I mean?
But over the long run, you're still gonna dish out that $50 depending on how long big your circle is.
Yeah, but then after a while, people start putting back in, and that's when the boys began locked. You see what I'm saying?
This is not Africa. This is not Africa.
Because
it doesn't work like that here.
No, because people agree. Like, you have to think, it would work if everybody just kept this shit going. Like, everybody just constantly just kept putting money in there. Imagine if you get extra $500-$600 a week. I mean, I told you balling ass niggas out there, I know that's not a lot, but to the average person, an extra $500-$600 a week, if you do it right.
So I'm put it like this: if I give you fake information about whatever, and I do the susu shit, regular, all legit, I get my turn, I get my money, I'm get the fuck out. Fuck y'all. No. There's nothing you can do about it. It's over the phone. It's very impersonal. You don't really have to see anybody. You can do it through the internet if you want. But if it was in a different country, back in Africa, you ain't running nowhere. You don't give me my shit, I'm gonna come to your house. And I'm gonna kill all your cattle. I'm dead fucking serious. That's how it works. Like, if the whole community is put in the pot, or everybody in this small little section of the community is put in the pot to make our little section better, and you think you're just gonna take the money and run? Nah, nigga, we'll kill you. Now that would take all your shit.
That's what people have been doing though, bro.
But it works better in other countries because people got shit to lose. Over here, we don't got shit to lose. We just got money to lose. Right. And once the money's gone, that's it. But if you know that these niggas will come to your house and take your shit, or set your shit on fire, or kill your livestock that keeps your livelihood going because you fucked over or your integrity wasn't good, right, you're not gonna take that money and run. You're gonna make sure you keep into that whatever they're doing until you say, okay, I don't want to do this. You let everybody know, so there's no bad blood, with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You say, I'm out. Right. Here's my last whatever it is. I'm good. Right. Versus here, it's like once you're out, you're out. What's his name go? Oh no, we gotta lock the board. Like, people sound like fucking idiots, man. Like goddamn monkeys, man. Like, this is another thing when you take African culture and make it to a European religion. That's a classic case of what the susu shit is here in the United States. It doesn't work. It will never work the way you want it to work because it's not built for this society. It's like polygamy won't work in this society. It's not built for it. Like, you can try it, but in this society you cannot marry multiple women. You just can't do it. You can have one wife, you can have multiple women, but you can only marry one of them. That's the law. Polygamy won't work in this country because it's not built for it. I don't know how else to explain it. You people are fucking idiots. You people in the country are fucking idiots. That's why all the countries look at this country like, you people are just dumbasses. Like, what the fuck are you people doing in your country? You're the only one that uses the metric system. You people are fucking idiots. You want everything simplified and dumbed down to you so much that you want an easy button for everything in this country. It's like, you people just don't think anymore, man. You got other countries riding in the middle of the street because one law is messed up. You got a whole swath of laws messed up in the country. Everybody's just sitting in their house chilling. Like, you people are, man, just think, I gotta get the shroom, man. The shroom. It's already the shroom, man. You need to take another one. Before I stop moving.
Nah, bro, you need to wake up, man.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Alright, man. Alright, man. So moving on, man. I gotta talk about the big blue wall, man. Yeah, the police, man. PG County Police, man. And a Capitol Police officer, right? They were doing bank fraud, basically. They were saying all their debit cards were stolen, all these charges were made on their cars and everything. And they got caught. doing this shit, right? Now, I'm not like.
You're cops, man.
Like,
You're cops.
You're doing this shit in uniform. Like your face is making you. They're running all the fucking you idiots. The cameras everywhere you go.
Where are you getting debit cards from anyway?
They're personal debit cards. They were saying like some of their personal debit cards were stolen. But what these idiots fail to realize is there's a paper trail on everything.
So they're dumb cops.
Pretty much, right? So yeah, no, pretty much, right? They fucking. There's a paper trail on everything because if you either buy the shit online off the card or you going in person to buy the shit off the card.
Well, number two is they got your IPO address. So wherever you buy that card, or wherever you think you're not going to be found out, they're tracking your IPO address. Basically, wherever the fuck you're at in the world.
Right.
It's specifically tailored to you anyway, so they'll know it's you.
Right.
Fucking idiot. I'm telling you, man, the IQ of this country has just gone down dramatically. Like, you people are fucking idiots. Like, everything you do is tracked. Unless you're using paper money, everything you do is tracked. What you do when you use paper money, you track the movies by the cameras, so everything you do is tracked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you think you're not gonna get away with it. I mean, you were a fucking cop, you should have known better anyway. You lock people up for that shit. Well, you fucking moron. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, if we got called for it, why the fuck will you get called for it?
But like, what point did this shit even sound like a good idea?
Exactly.
That's the part I'm trying to get. Like, what point does that shit sound like a good idea, man?
Like,
like at what point?
Which one of the cops came up with the idea? That's what I want to know.
No, they got them on conspiracy and all kind of shit. All them big fancy words, man. They got, you know what I'm saying?
Varsity.
Conspiracy to commit bank fraud and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? All them, you know what I'm saying? All those eloquent, exotic.
All the you know what I'm saying? I never heard of that before.
Put togethers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a charge?
They just made it up. It's a charge now. Like,
I used to wonder about these charges people make up and like constantly like charging different shit. I'm like, is that a real charge? Like, is that real?
No, they be lying like shit on that paperwork. Like they'll catch you with a fucking dime and say, yeah, he got caught with half an ounce or some shit like that.
Well, where the evidence that? Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? Out the window. Then they jack up the street value. The street value is never right on the paperwork.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always true. Like with the street value, like half an ounce with the street value for $1,000.
Yeah, okay. Now which man?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they know the money amount is what they can charge you with.
That's fuck to get bigger stick. Basically.
Yeah, basically, right?
That's some dirty shit.
But
man.
that's what they do. I'm telling you, like the shit I've seen in that paperwork, man, bro, that shit is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll say like some shit like that. Or they'll say like an 8-ball had a street value of $2,000 or some shit.
I fucking wish. Man, niggas would be rich. Rich.
No, but that's the shit they say in this paperwork, man.
I wish that paperwork was true. Niggas in the 80s would have been rich. 90s would have been rich.
I mean, but that's what they're saying though. They're saying a fucking 8-ball. Like it'll say some crazy number like that. Like you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like.
Oh, that's speaking of crack. Guess what I saw today, man? Guess who I helped today? I'm trying to give the person the benefit of the doubt. Fucking crackhead, man.
Wow.
Damn it. So I went down the street to pick him up, right? I ain't gonna say the name of the thing. So I went down the street to pick my man, and it was a lady, surprisingly, looked kind of all right. Asked me for a lighter. I'm like, okay, I got a lighter. Put out a glass pipe. A glass pipe, bro. It told me it was a weed pipe.
Okay.
Until my man told me.
She was smoking that THC crack.
Yeah, THC crack, right? He's like, nah, man, I know her. She's been right. That's not
you know they got sniffable weed now?
Huh?
They got sniffable weed. This shit like literally is weed, like the THC crystals. You can sniff the joints now.
Why would you want to snort coke?
No, why would you want to snort weed? This weed, bro. It's not even coke. I'm saying if you're gonna do that, you might as well do coke.
That's what I'm saying. You might as well snort coke.
Like, not advocating drug use, but like we worry about common sense.
Yeah, that's
so
common
like,
sense.
Cause like I've never saw weed and like, I think I should sniff some weed
Let
today.
me just store some weed.
Man, like, let me bump some weed real quick.
Yeah,
like, I've
man.
never just had that.
Never had that desire.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so no, man.
Just, no, yeah. Even the crystals, the shake at the bottom of the bag.
It's all pretty and shit. Got the little packaging and shit on. Got the corporate packaging on.
Yeah.
Shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So it looks all on the up and up and shit, man. So it says sniffable on the joint.
Golden package. Scratch a sniff.
Man, it's just sniffable. They got sniffable weed, bro.
I don't need no more booger sugars, man. So all that.
Niggas out here, sorry for just people out here with real habits, man. Like people out here really addicted to coke and all of this shit. And you just y'all blurring the line too much on. It's weed, bro. Like weed is only gonna do so much, man.
Right, man.
Especially when you get to like when you become a seasoned smoker, like you know what I'm saying. It takes a whole lot of weed, like
a whole lot.
A whole lot. You know what I'm saying. So it's not got to the point, but I still have to make the jump though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, don't even make the jump. Don't even make the jump. I can't even. I don't make the jump.
Man.
No, don't make the jump.
I stay on the side.
I won't.
I stay on the side as long as I can.
I don't make the jump.
I have weed plants growing all over my damn house and shit, hanging from the ceiling and shit. You know what? That's not a bad idea.
Nah, bro, you can't make the jump though, man. Because the reason I say that is because once you make the jump, you can't unmake the jump.
I can't.
Like you can't just say,
like heroin.
Like, hey, let me get a dub. Like you can't just go through that whole process and be like, all right.
Yeah, I can't do that shit.
You can't undo that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's like withdrawal. Think about it. It's a hard process.
It's like the first hit and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, This is some shit better than weed. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need it, bro. Like that's the way I look at this shit.
It's not that serious, man.
Cause like I'm good where I'm at. Like okay, you know what I mean, other people aren't, but I'm good where I'm at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not knocking people for what they do. My weed is your wine. You know what I'm saying? Like people always knock motherfucking weed smokers and shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they always, it stinks.
Shit, fuck up your liver.
Yeah. But that's what they say though. Like weed stinks and all this bullshit.
Yeah, fuck you, I can get my lungs back. You can't get your liver back. It's
This
different.
is true. Because they say after what, like 10, 20 years or something, your shit go back to normal.
Yeah.
Like you just stop.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Can't stop living.
Can't stop the nigga.
Once your liver's gone.
Yeah, but some people do that shit every day. They call it a vibe though. They say, we're drinking right now. We having drinks right now. It's a vibe, but they drink every fucking day. Like real shit. I mean, man, it's real shit, bro. Like,
I guess they want to die early, man.
It's about self-preservation. The older you get, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause like when you start knocking on 40 and all of that shit, you gotta start taking care of yourself. That's when people start dropping dead. Like that's when you gotta start going to the doctor for real, just for like physicals and all that bullshit. Like so, you know what I mean? But a lot of people ain't doing that. That's why a lot of niggas you see dropping dead 42, 43.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, you gotta take care of yourself and all that shit. I don't even know what you can start talking about. But back to these little stupid, these stupid
The cops.
protecting the peace, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Shit. They taking the piece out
Like,
of it.
you know, if you're too smart, they won't hire you to be a cop.
Really?
Yeah, they do like IQ tests and all of that. So if you're, because if people hire IQ, are more likely to question shit.
That's true.
Right. So, take that into consideration when you see all these motherfuckers getting shot out here. Adding fear and low IQ.
Low IQ, yeah.
Fear, low IQ,
shit.
and poor communication skills. You see what I'm saying?
Think about that. I wonder how low the IQ or how high the IQ.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I heard this shit. Like I read it somewhere. You know what I mean? But if it's wrong, let me know it's wrong, people. But if it's true, it makes sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Add to the fact, half of these people is the people that got picked on in school. You know what I'm saying? These people, you know what I mean? The people that never got girls, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now you give them a badge and a gun and all of that type of shit. Then,
Well, just to preface, that's not true for all cops. Not all cops have been through that. Some cops are just people who just want to join the force.
yeah.
So
Some people are people that just want to join the force. You know what I mean? But
let's make that little disclaimer there, so we're not saying like we're against all cops and shit. We're not.
Because some of it, like, because we can't say that because so a lot of y'all watching right now, this is probably cop. A lot of people in your family might be a cop. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to sit up here like,
These good cops.
because some have let me slide on shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some have caught weed and people I know with weed and shit, and they just take the weed and let us go. And that's it. Just like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you again type shit. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Cops from the community are more likely to do that type of stuff. Cops from outside the community is just.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's another problem. And that, like, a lot of these cops, like, you live, like, in this area, right? There's a high black population, right?
Yeah.
But you've been noticing a lot of the police you've been seeing, they not black.
That's true. And here's another thing, right? While they're not black, in our community, we don't like the police, right?
Right.
So if you become police, you already have a stigma about you in our community. So that's another reason why you don't see a lot of black cops, because you become a black cop, you go around your friends and everything, you know, shit changes. Shit changes. They can't do certain things around you no more. They can't talk certain things around you no more. Because you're a cop.
Right.
You're a cop.
Right.
So
but it's just like
the double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword, right?
You want to change your community, the only way to really do it is become a cop. But at the same time, you become a cop, you're going against your own community.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but then at the same time, so it's like when you switch that shit on and off. But the IQ thing ties back into the bank fraud thing. You see what I'm saying? So now you're saying these are stupid cops, but
That makes sense.
you see what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Because you gotta have a low IQ not to know that. Like, I mean, like 75. I think 75 or 70 is like retarded or something like that. Or,
see, I don't even know about the levels and shit like that.
yeah, 180 is genius. 75 is you're fucking retarded. Or something like that. You're just fucking idiot. I think most of the countries like between 95, 75, 95, 80. I think that's where the country is. It's very, very, very rare to find somebody over 100 IQ and above.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. I just don't understand. Well, why would you hire people with purposely do that though? Like, why would you hire people with low IQs intentionally just so they don't question the fucked up shit that they may have to do?
Right.
So that means low IQ means low situational intelligence.
Exactly, which are prone to go very wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a high IQ, you can actually talk to a person, you can communicate better.
You think your way out of the situation.
Yeah, instead of just going for your gun, so you got the car in your hand on your gun and all this type of shit.
Immediately, it's like
Yeah.
you walk up to the car with the hand on the gun, click your little latch off, walk the hand the car on the gun just to make sure if anything happens. Oh, I'm ready to shoot. I'm ready to kill. Like, really? That's your mentality when you first walk up to a car? Immediately you're ready to kill? Shit.
No, I've seen it though. They used to do that shit on time. But some of them used to get out the car with their hand on the gun.
Yeah, man.
They used to do that shit, bro.
Come on, man. Low situational IQ. Yep. I say, yeah, I'm definitely right. Between 70 and 90. Yeah, that's where we're at.
70 and 90.
70 and 90. I think the cops, if you're about if you're above 90, you're a little too smart. Can't have it. You fail. You just, why'd I fail? You just didn't pass. And the whole time you was too fucking smart, man. Like, I can't be fucking up shit here.
I don't know, bro. But I'm still trying to figure out what made them think that was a good idea, though.
IQ?
Yeah.
For the cop?
No, to commit bank fraud.
Oh, man.
Like, this shit. Because now they got caught. Now imagine the ones that's not got caught. You see what I'm saying? The ones that were a little bit smarter about it, they may space it all over a couple of years or some shit like
Or
that.
don't even use your own shit. How about that?
But
How
they
about
can't.
that?
They can't use shit from the evidence room because all that shit is long. You know what I'm
Then why even do it at all? Like, why would you use your own stuff to do fraud on? Like, come on yourself, you fucking idiot.
saying?
Like,
I'm trying to tell you, these people do this shit. And but yet they're doing bank fraud, but they're locking people up for bank fraud.
right, and the fucked up part of it, the dude was a Capitol Police.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you're a Capitol Police officer. You're doing bank fraud, so that looks bad on your whole department. Like, there's only one Capitol Police in the United States of America.
Right.
Only one.
Right.
And the fact that you did that, who knows what the fuck you people are doing?
Park Police, I think.
He was Park. The other one, Park Police.
I think it was Park Police. It's either Capitol or Park. It's one of the two.
There's only one Park Police. Like, you're talking about you're a federal employee. That makes it that's even worse. Like, you're a federal employee and you're doing bank fraud on yourself. So you're saying all federal employees are fucking idiots. That's what you're saying. Like, most of it's just fucking idiots. Like, who commits bank fraud on yourself? Like, you gotta be that's like Dumb and Dumber or something. Like, literally. And you got a PG cop doing that shit. Like, come on, man. You live close to the fucking city. Where do you think you were gonna go? You fucking moron. Like, you live around the corner from the White House, doing it with another federal employee on yourselves on top of that. So all I gotta do is catch one of you dumbasses and track it to the other dumbass. Because you're both fucking employees of the state. Like, what part was that a good idea?
And you wonder why cops don't get cakes and all that shit from the community like the firefighters, man. Because you know, there's nobody that has nothing bad to say about a firefighter, right?
Firefighters are smart. They're way smart. You didn't get this. Firefighters are way fucking smarter.
Nah, but that shit is great.
And nicer.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out all the firefighters out there, man. You know what I mean?
I fuck with firefighters.
Hey, shout
And
out.
EMTs.
Yeah, the EMTs, man, all the first responders out there, man.
Yeah, except cops.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out all the first responders out there, man. But, we gotta talk about this bullshit, man. The motherfucking Taliban's taking over for the 99 and 2000, man.
Man, Taliban.
The Taliban, man.
Hey, if you think about it, right, with the Taliban,
Taking over for the 99 2000, man. You know what I'm saying?
they taking over.
Playing chess like shit, waited the whole dub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They waited the whole dub for that shit.
Yeah, the whole dub, like.
They were smart, and they got a whole country to take over. They ran the president out, so that means your government collapsed. Now the Taliban. Here's another thing why Biden is such a fucking idiot. You had a play-by-play to get out of Afghanistan. Play-by-play. All you had to do was execute the shit. But yet you did your own shit and fucked up the country. You literally spiraled that country down into the fucking ground all over again. Instead of just doing what you're supposed to do till May 1st to get the fuck out. You had a literal play-by-play. And on top of that, you gave them money, you gave them weapons, and then you, like a fucking idiot, you gave them legitimacy. The fact that you gave them legitimacy ruined everything. They're the new government of Afghanistan because you bargained with them.
Man, you know the cool part about it though? They bonded out the dude that's the new leader of the Taliban, allegedly. I can't remember his name off the top of my head now.
They didn't bond him out, they broke him out.
Okay, bonded, broke it. I was being political, right?
Okay, well, they bonded him out, yeah.
They bonded him out, right? Bonded him out, right? You know what I mean? And he's the leader of the new Taliban. So it's like they planned. I don't know, man. It's like they planned that shit or what?
Of course, yeah. You ever seen the movie The Good Citizen?
No, what's that about?
With Jamie Foxx and the dude that played in 300?
No, I ain't never seen it.
Oh man, well, if you ever watch it, he took 10 years to plan how he was gonna kill this one dude in prison. Took 10 years to methodically plan it. That's what these people did. They took 20 years to methodically plan how we're gonna take over the country. Why fight anymore if you just can wait them out?
Because then it is gonna lead. They had to leave at some point.
Exactly. and then they immediately set up their government, got rid of the president, set up checkpoints, started moving, I guess, taking care of the women, I guess, making actual law for them, because they want legitimacy to be seen around the world, and you can't be seen as humanitarian or not humanitarian if they're treating their women and children bad. So they gave them positions in government, let them do little things they wouldn't normally do outside of the caliphate stuff. I'm like, they want to set up a caliphate country, which they now did. And then on top of that, like Biden, I just said, Biden, you fucking idiot, you gave him legitimacy by bargaining with him. So that's your fault. Your fault. Biden's a fucking idiot, man. Taliban is there in the state. Period. They're not leaving. That's their country now.
Yeah, I mean, they took over the palaces and all that shit.
Yeah, man, think about it. You were living in fucking caves. Caves! Now you're in a fucking palace running a fucking country. Because one dumb white guy in another country couldn't get his shit together. You fucking idiot. Fucking idiots, man.
I just don't understand. Okay, Bin Laden's been dead for how long?
14 years, 15 years now.
Okay, so that was the whole point of going over there, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't even kill him in Afghanistan. They really killed him in like Pakistan or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So he wasn't. They was in the wrong country the whole time. Spending billions of dollars, trillions, not even billions, trillions of dollars.
Trying to get this one dude.
So you basically just created a shitstorm over there. The presidents behind Bush and all of them.
Yeah.
They inherited a shitstorm. And so and this is like when the fires that just don't go out. That shit is just there.
Yeah, it's just there to burn.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? Then on top of that, they're one of the biggest poppy field. They're one of the biggest heroin producers.
Yeah.
On top of that. Right?
So you can tell they about to be rich.
That's another low-key reason we was probably over there.
Yeah, we did control the poppy seed. I mean, you think about it, most of the opiates are in America are made from Afghanistan and Pakistan. So they grow they grow heroin. I mean, what's the name? Cocaine plant there, man. The opiates. They grow it there.
You know what I'm saying? So all of that shit. So they probably took over the drug trade again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We was probably regulating that shit some sort of way or something, you know what I mean? Because I refuse to believe anytime we don't go to places unless they have some type of resource.
Of course, you're right.
So what the fuck is the resource over there outside of that?
Once they figured out we couldn't control it.
They don't have oil.
They don't. But they got medicine. Which a lot of people don't understand. Afghanistan has a lot of poppy fields. They make the opioids that we're taking in here, get addicted to over here, comes from over there. But if you can control that, and you can make whatever price you want to, you can do whatever. You can literally do whatever. Most of America's hooked on pills now, or some kind of medication. So if you can control the source of the medication, well, then the drug companies, they rule. They rule. So it was in American interest to control that drug population, so we don't pay so much money for our drugs or whatever. That's one of the reasons. Iraq was the oil. You had the poppy seeds in Afghanistan. Syria was, it would have been a strategic place, really, because it's right between all of those places. So. Yeah, so you would have, I mean, when America says we're going to come give you some freedom, we're coming to take something from you. That's what it is. You got something you need.
That's what I'm saying. So what is the resource over there outside of heroin?
Yeah. That was it.
Heroin was the resource.
That was a resource. Yeah, you're right. That was a resource.
Just think about it. Ever since we've been over there, what has been happening? People been getting hooked on pills. What's one of the active ingredients in pills?
Opium.
Morphine.
Morphine.
Right? Morphine, opium, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened as a result of that? All these people out here on fucking perks and Xannies and all this bullshit. They're producing gazillions of pounds of pills every year.
Yeah, man.
Where's all this shit coming from?
That's what I'm trying to say.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like, you gotta look at the bigger picture when certain things. Yeah, Bin Laden was over there for Bin Laden, but hey, oh shit, they got heroin?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, okay, we got a plug for our black market shit now.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we got a plug for our black market shit, and now it's off to the races. Like, you know what I'm saying? Two fucking economic collapses, basically, because COVID is a fucking economic collapse.
Hell of economic collapse.
Man, we done seen all kind of shit, man. So, like...
The one with the Obama, the economic collapse happened.
Yeah, 2008. You know what I mean? We still recover. We was just starting to recover from that shit.
Right.
And now, all of a sudden, oh, hey, I'm COVID. How you doing? I've been on the side of a Lysol can since for fucking ever. But
right, you know what I'm saying?
But this is the remix.
Yeah, no more than the remix. Pressure on it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the remix. Like, come on, fam. Like, she been on the side of a fucking Lysol can since forever, bro.
For years, this shit was right on
like,
that shit.
Like, come on, man. Like, this shit, if you read all this shit on the side of the joint, man, like, but fucking, this is Afghanistan shit, man. Fucking heroin, fam. Like, yeah. That's where all these fucking pills and all this shit is coming from. Put two and two together, people.
America doesn't get it.
I don't know who owns the patent on fucking oxys and perks and zannies and all that shit. But I guarantee you it's probably like an American-based company. And then if you go further up the food chain, you know what I'm saying? That's one company probably owns like 500 pharmaceutical companies. That's the way this shit goes. Yeah. This is only like
one parent company.
This is only what, like maybe like a handful of media organizations that's responsible.
Like 5.
Yeah, like 5 of them. For all these different channels and outlets and all of that shit. Those, you know what I'm saying? That's the pyramid.
Disney controls a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
The same way, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, shit is crazy, man. Like, it's really crazy. Yeah. You know
Disney fucked up the world.
Disney fucked up the world.
Fucked up the world. Everybody watches Disney. Disney can tell you what to think, what to say.
Man, but not like the world. Yeah, but that's what a lot of people work on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Saving speedy recovery to Jesse Jackson, man. Yeah, he caught the bug, man. Messy Jesse, man. He caught the bug and shit, man. Regardless of your feelings towards him, man, I wouldn't.
Stay safe.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He's a little bit older. Him and his wife in the hospital right now. I don't know what part of the hospital. They're still in the regular part. They're on the ventilators and all of that. So, saving speedy recovery to Messy Jesse, man. You know why people call you Messy Jesse, so don't even get offended if you see this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Saving speedy recovery to you. This COVID still out here kicking people asses, taking people lives. You know what I mean? One of the homies, man, he's in the hospital right now, suffering from pneumonia related to COVID and shit, man. So, man, saving speedy recovery to the homie Drew, man. And, yeah, shit is taking people out, man. Everybody's, like, people are really catching this shit now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people been dying and all that shit, but, like, no, it's just, like, people really been catching this shit now, so. Yeah, man, continue the precautions, even if you're fully vaccinated, still throw your fucking mask on, still use your hand sanitizer.
Vaccine don't fucking matter.
All of that shit, because we're going to hear in cases of people dying that's been fully vaccinated. Of course, they're going to say it's other underlying health other underlying health issues. Yeah, that's, you know, tongue twister right there. Other underlying health issues and shit, or, you know what I'm saying, weak immune systems and all that type of shit. You know what I mean?
That's bullshit.
Yeah. But that's what they're saying, because I remember I just read some lady somewhere down south. She was fully vaccinated and she died.
I heard vaccine was killing niggas.
Yeah, she was giving people Bell's palsy and all that type of shit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like when they first started dropping, like, it wasn't that many people, it was like a small percentage, you know, like the 1% or whatever, some shit like 3%. But compare that to billions, that's still a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. They throw the percentages out there just to fuck you, just to throw you off the trail.
Yeah, that they seem small, like 1%.
Yeah, well, 1% of people. Okay, well, there are 8 billion people on Earth.
1% is a lot of people. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
800,000 people.
Yeah. What I'm saying, or with bell phones, they said it was like 3% or 4%. They said
That's even worse.
or some, or like I could number. My thing, I'm being generous with it because the number probably is way higher than percentages or some shit like that. They said with a certain percentage will experience severe side effects and all that type of shit.
I'm just not taking shit. It's just not proven. Why would you take shit that's not really proven? Like the FDA hasn't even approved it yet. So why would you fucking take it?
It takes what 10 years or something like that for them to come out with
Yes.
an effective vaccine.
For the efficacy rate to be tried and proven. But if you don't fucking wait for 10 years and you put it out in less than a year, you better be wondering what's in that goddamn thing. What the fuck are you thinking, man? The government's not always right. They thought slavery was legal too. It was legal at one time. Was that right?
Hell no.
So, I mean, you gotta use the common sense, man.
So it was
Fucking common sense.
Common sense.
Fucking idiots. Shit annoys the fuck out of me, man. Like, you just don't fucking think, man.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Last thing we're gonna talk about before we get out of here, man. I don't know if you know it or not, man. Sometime last year, the CIA, they basically said the law of attraction is real, more or less, because according to them, we live in a energy hologram. Allegedly now, right? Yes. This whole, everything you're seeing is a fucking energy hologram. Allegedly. According to the CIA, right? So that's true. That sounds like some quantum physics type shit or whatever. Quasars and stars and all that type shit. So they're saying that we live in an energy hologram, right?
Mm-hmm.
The law of attraction is real.
Mm-hmm.
And that astral projection is real.
Yes, everybody knows that's real.
Okay.
So, let's see. What first one again? Yeah.
We live in an energy hologram.
Right. So, everything's energy anyway.
Right.
So, I mean, energy, everything, if everything's energy, you can say everything's an energetic hologram. You can easily say that because you see a chair, but you know this chair is energy. However you want to look at it, it's still energy. So technically, the play on words is cute and whatever. But I mean, yeah, everything. If you want to take it literally, yeah, but metaphorically, yeah, everything is an energetic hologram. I mean, everything's made out of energy. You can see the hologram because it is made out of energy. So yeah, it's real.
So that goes against everything we've been taught, though.
No, you misunderstand. Everything's energy. Everything. This floor, this grass, even this inanimate object of tissue is still energy, right? Like all the atoms in this thing is moving around, but it's in a form that's making up tissue, right? So it's still energy. So, but on top of that, it's physical, right? You can touch it. So technically, it's still an energetic hologram. This hologram, you can still feel, touch, use it as tissue. So it's still energy, but at the same time, it's still energy. So you can plausibly say it's an energetic hologram because, like a hologram, you can see a hologram. You can't touch a hologram technically, but like CIA says, you can actually touch these holograms because they're real. It's tissue. It's still energy. I can touch it because it's real. You know what I mean? It's just subjective. It's just to play on words and how you want to use the words to carry on with the message.
So, do you think what we live in is real? Those are real questions. Like,
Do
you think this is real? Do you think, because some theories out there about life, like this whole shit is just a dream. Like this is just a dream or a thought God had or some shit like that, right?
So whoever thinks that's an idiot, like you gotta be a blithering idiot to think that. Like, it's just not a fucking dream. Once you die, you die. There's no waking up in the middle of the sleep and figuring out that was just a dream.
What if when you die, you wake up out of the dream?
Well, see, that's what we in Africa believe. Once you die, that's when your life actually begins. So that's what we believe. So
this shit is a dream, basically.
No, this is.
Well, see, so you just said
it's subjective. That's what
life after death, right?
Right.
Life begins after death, right?
Right.
Okay. So if life begins after death, this is what, like a testing ground of proof, man. Like, what do your people believe, like, as far as what this life is?
So this is almost like it's getting you ready for your life before. So it's kind of like preschool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before you move to the first grade. If you don't feel preschool, well, or you know, you got to be preschool before you move to the first grade. Just likewise, you feel first grade, you came to the second grade.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in this preschool stage. So once you graduate, you learn what you're supposed to learn, and you can move on. If you don't, you stay back and you gotta learn what the fuck you're supposed to learn the first time that you didn't learn.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all it is. That's basically what even what the Bible teaches you. You're here to learn. You're here for a reason. You're here to learn something. You just gotta figure out what the fuck it is that you need to learn so you can, I guess, like a better word, mature your soul to take on the next challenge of the whatever life that's coming up next after that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all it is.
So it's preschool.
Yeah.
So, but it's a real preschool though. It's not an energy hologram preschool.
It's a real fucking preschool.
So this is really happening. Right?
It's really happening.
Okay, so it's not just like some other metaphysical shit behind it or anything. This is real life. This is really happening. It's not. This isn't a dream. This is like God created us individually, even though we're part of the whole. Like, and this is, you know what I'm saying? We came into this dimension to experience whatever. This life and all this type of shit, or is it like, or
So,
deeper than that?
It's deeper than that, but it's sort of simpler than that at the same time. So it's like people keep saying God. So back then so first this is God.
Right.
This one ball of tissue is God, right? This is all the consciousness that's ever was, ever will be. That's the first, last, and beginning.
Mm-hmm.
This is it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this consciousness wants to do more. It wants to experience other things, right? So what's this consciousness? It just moves. It's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
It just moved to have that experience of moving to the fucking left,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if this conscious says, well, I want to experience life on this level, well, the consciousness has to formulate ways to do that, to experience life on this level. And once it gets to that level, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is there to explore on this level that you've now created?
Mm-hmm.
So we are that vessel of exploration. That's all it is. Like, we're all. So, for instance, they say God is everywhere. Well, we believe like consciousness is everywhere, is in everything. So technically, our culture is your religion. We already believe that God is in everything, right? So God, or this consciousness, is experiencing everything at one time, individually.
So the past, present, and future?
No, like for instance, you're right there, right?
Yeah.
There's no one in all the universes that's ever been that's doing what you're doing right now, the very second, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You're very unique.
Right.
To the point that you're having your own individual experience, right?
Right.
So that's what the consciousness is. He's having that experience through you. You're
so
part of him.
This unique experiences. So is God experiencing this particular expression of himself?
Yes,
Okay.
through you. So you're just an expression of him. He's experiencing this dimension through you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. He's experiencing this dimension through me. He's experiencing this dimension through the blade of grass. What does the blade of grass during this time, during this second, feel like? You know what I mean? Every second of everything is an experience that this consciousness is experiencing. So it's almost like a never-ending experience for this consciousness, because it's always something new. There's never going to be me sitting right here this very second doing what I'm doing. After the second's gone, that's it. It's never going to happen again. That's an experience that's gone. You know what I mean? So it's always more experiences coming after that. So that's what this consciousness wants to experience.
Okay.
So
What do you think about astral projection?
it happens. First, that's what the dream state is. That's your actual projection.
So when you have dreams,
You're projecting
you're
yourself.
projecting yourself on the astral plane pretty much.
Right. Like you'll never die in your dreams. And if you die, you'll wake up. You know what I mean? It's like once you project yourself, they say once you actually project, there's a cable attaching your spirit self to your actual physical body.
Mm-hmm.
So once that cable is severed, you have to wake up. Or once that cable is severed, it's like your body and your spirit are separated.
Mm-hmm.
but it'll never separate anyway. But as I said, if that happens, you're separated. You'll meet different beings from different dimensions on this astral plane because they're all converged on this astral plane. It's like this one meeting place where everybody can go and do everything. You know what I'm saying? Just be on that plane. So everybody projects themselves. Everybody does. Whether they know it or not, you're projecting yourself some plane of existence that you're not able to do in the physical world, which you can do over there. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy, man.
yeah, it's trippy once you figure out that you're not just dreaming, man.
I'm still stuck on the energy hologram, bro. Because this is an energy hologram.
It's playing on words, no.
So that's my question for the atheist. If this is an energy hologram, who created the hologram? Because holograms are created by fucking computers. So who the fuck created the computer to create the hologram?
That's what I'm telling you. It's a play on words.